Hey there, I'm Sarah. Welcome back. Not necessarily my nook, but we're my screened-in porch. My kids are still sleeping and I'm trying to sneak this one in for y'all before they wake up. So we'll see how it goes. This is going to be a strength workout for when you don't have a ton of time. Combo moves, meaning you're doing two things at the same time. We challenge our body, we challenge our brain. I do have weights today. If you don't have weights, no problem. Pick up something. Pick up 2 water bottles, 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. Pick up something so you have some resistance. Let's get warmed up and then I'll tell you more about it. I'm just gonna start with a simple hip opener. Knee comes up, maybe not, maybe we'll start with balance. Knee comes up towards your chest, open it up, out to the side, simply drop it down and then go to the other one. Trying to find that balance and that hip opening this morning. And let's just start to check in and see how your body feels. How'd you sleep? Are you feeling hydrated? Hamstring kickouts. Kick one out, sweep it, and stand it up. Really circle your arms behind. We'll start the combinations right away. So hamstrings kick out and back, arms come up and around. For me, I did not sleep great last night, but I know doing a morning workout will help me get through the day. Also going to try to get super hydrated today. It's not going to be as hot, but when I don't sleep well, I find hydration really does help as far as waking me up. Last one, and I invite you to do the same. Let's step it out. One little pull, one little pull. You can't get your foot, no problem. Turn it into just an exaggerated butt kick. Just starting to fire up through the front of our legs. So as I started to say, all our moves today are combinations. If at any point one becomes too much, just pick one part of the move to do and stay with that one. Last one each way. You can always lessen your weight, totally drop your weight. Wide-legged stance out, hands behind the head. Make sure all 10 toes are facing forward, if not even a little bit turned in. It's a good morning stretch, but very wide. You can have a tiny knee bend. Only go down till you feel your back start to round. So if that's just a 45, just go to 45. As always, do what feels right in your body. Get water when you need water. I will cue some breaks through in between today, but this is a short one, so there won't be too many. But if you need one, take one. Join us when you're ready again. Last one each side. All right, grab a quick sip of water, we'll get started. You're gonna need something to hold on to, so whether it's weights, water bottles, cans, something for a little bit of resistancy. Our first combination, pick up those weights, set your base up, feet right underneath your hips. You're gonna sink low into a squat, maybe not your lowest squat of the day, just start simple. Bicep curl, palms face each other, and then press straight up, palms still face each other. So we have this squat, bicep to press. We're not using momentum. So sink it low, bicep curl, palms still face, and notice how slow the movement is. So I'm really fighting gravity, especially on that way down. If you're feeling like you need a little cardio today, no need to pick it up. We're gonna build it in. I encourage you to slow it down sometimes, because sometimes it's harder. A lot of times it's harder when we have weights and we slow it down. We're not using momentum to throw the weights around. Notice how my squat's getting a little bit deeper. My palms still facing in. My elbows are not splaying out on that shoulder press. If they need to, you probably need to lessen your weight. So your triceps are really doing the work here. You have last two. In between our transitions, make sure you place your weights down safely, slowly, and out of the way. Last one here. And down. place them out of the way. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and then switch them. And then switch them, and then keep switching them. If you're not hopping today, step it forward, step it back, and then switch which one leads. But if you are, join me in these cross-country skiers. Try to have your feet point directly forward the whole time. So you'll notice mine turn a little bit. I tend to turn my feet out slightly, so I really have to focus on it. We keep our core tight. And then if you are hopping, can you move your arms a little faster and notice what it does to your legs? You got this, you're almost there. Keep it moving, get your heart rate up in between these bouts of strength today. For 3, 2, 1. Re-pick up those weights. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see my lunge. My left leg will go forward, my right leg back. Set up the lunge first and even try one. So go down, maybe you need to go all the way down to your knee. 90 degrees with your front knee, 90 degrees with your back knee. Palms are facing forward this time, and it's gonna be a bicep curl. So we do everything bends, everything straightens. Everything bends, everything straightens. Like I said, if it's too much to do both, pick one. But the purpose of this workout is to work our whole body in a short amount of time, and that's where these combination exercises come in. Real handy here. Pressing through that front heel. Last 2. Last one, simply switch the legs. The arms stay exactly the same. If your arms are spent, just hold the weights straight up, straight down. But if you're ready for it, palms face forward, same motion, just the other side. Make sure you're breathing. Find that drishti, that one point that's not moving. If you're having struggles with your balance, drishti's a yoga term, but I tend to use it in my weight training also. Make sure you're bending your back knee, it's not just the front. Last 2. And 1. Set those weights down. Wider stance, fast feet. So walking it out, you're here, keep that tummy tight, like say minimize the jiggle, or really find it. Keep your core tight, it's fast feet. Hold those arms where you need them, maybe they're here, maybe they're here, maybe they're strong out to the side. I like to keep them like I'm in a football stance. Let's go. Can you pick up your pace? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're stepping it out. It doesn't matter. You're hopping it out. You're just moving. You're getting your heart rate up in between these slow and controlled combination exercises. 3, 2, 1, time. Relax it. Grab a quick sip of water. I'm going into round 3. So I have my 10-pound weights today. If you find this one is too heavy for your double weight, I'll show you the single. I'll show you where we're going first. It's gonna be a sumo squat with an upright row. Weights come just about to like that nipple line. Elbows straight out from your shoulders. If that is too much, you can hold one weight and do the same exact thing. Palms face you, it's sumo, up to that nipple line. Elbows might go a little bit higher because of where you're holding it. That's okay. Here we go. We sink low, wide knees, and up. Control those weights on the way down. So yes, it works to pull them up, but it's hard to control and not drop them on the way down. I picked a good day to film today. You're gonna hear my trash truck if you don't already. Make sure you're pressing through all four corners of your feet. Those hips go low, your chest stays high. Last two, best ones yet. Really don't drop those weights. Slowly put them down. It's a big time march, so high march, or it's high knees. Here we go. What do you need today? What do you need to get your heart rate up? I of course want you to listen to your body, but I also want you to challenge that incredibly strong body. Can you pick up your speed? Once again, pick up your arm pace. Your legs have to follow. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Relax it. Re-pick up those weights. I'm going to show you from the side here. It's going to be a tiny knee bend. You're going to tilt. Now I only want you to tilt until you have to round. So I don't want you here. I want you here. Once you're straight, you row, down, and stand up. So it's low, row, down, and up. Join me when you're ready. So we always gotta think, form is more important than anything. It doesn't matter how low you go on the tilt. I want that strong core, your strong posture muscles. That's why we do these. Really squeeze your glutes together at the top. So when I go lower, I tuck my tail, I squeeze my glutes together. It's like a little bonus action. When you're pulling, those elbows are super close to your body. Last two. And stand, and then set them down. Cardio this block, we got skaters. We're going wide, lots of inner thigh work. Step wide, tap, step wide, tap. Maybe it's a step wide balance. Step wide balance, that sets us up for our next strength move. Or it's the hop. How wide can you go? See if you're on a mat of any kind, can you get edge to edge? Using those arms or holding them behind you like you're an Olympic speed skater. You can step behind you if it becomes too much with the balance. Just keeping your core nice and tight and really going for distance. Last 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna bring it down into the mat. Have your weights nearby. I'm going into a bridge with a chest press. So we just did those rows where we pull. Now we're gonna press. Let's go over the press first, and then I'll show you the legs. Your chest press, elbows below chest level, so below your nipple line. You're coming up, so they come down at an angle. They don't rest at the bottom. Your triceps will tap the bottom of the ground, but then press them straight back up. The legs, you're in a bridge. So you're up, holding the entire time. So hips stay high, arms are the only thing that move. Name of the game, keep your hips as high as you can, gaze towards the ceiling, and then don't forget about that angle of your arms. So your elbows are lower than your chest. Picture your feet being parallel. They're not turning out, they're not turning in. Because your feet are parallel, your legs are parallel. My hips dropped a little bit. Let's get them up. Last two. Relax it, drop those hips. Safely drop those weights. Move them out of the way. Our cardio this round is mountain climbers, so flip it on over. Line up your shoulders over your wrists. Find your way into a plank, and they can be here. Knee drive in, knee drive in. Notice how low my hips stay. They're not up here. It's not a downward facing dog. We're in a plank. So you're here, or you're picking up that pace. Knees are driving straight forward, not letting them cross, especially if you have hip tightness. They might kind of crisscross each other. Make sure you're driving them forward like they're on railroad tracks. You got this. Can you pick up the pace for this final push? And we're just gonna end with some core. 3, 2, 1. Relax it. Flip it on back over. Finishing with a Russian twist. Feet together, knees together, thighs together. Sit up tall. With or without your weight, I'm gonna go with mine today. Hold the ends of your dumbbell. Tip it back, and then twist. And start small. So my elbows are away from my body. My tailbone's slightly tucked under. And my back is flat. Squeeze those legs together. I caught mine sliding apart. Can you tip back a tiny bit more, but still keep the integrity of that straight back for our home stretch? 2 more each side. Last one each way. Set the weight down safely, and then find yourself into a butterfly posture. Bottoms of your feet together. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe full fold forward over those feet. When I teach kids yoga, I go nose to toes. You got adults out there that can do it. Fantastic. I have one awake. Morning, Bobina. I'm just filming. I'm almost done. We're on the stretch. Tip it forward. Then sit up tall. Both legs out to the side. Reach that left arm up over the top, keeping your chest open. It doesn't matter how low you can go. It's actually how high you can go to open up the chest, stretch through that side body and through that right leg, and then up and over to the other side. And then right down to the center. Can you reach out for your shins, your ankles, or maybe even the floor? Let your head hang heavy for one breath. And then sit it back up into that comfortable seat. We'll take one more inhale together. Arms come down, around, and up. Press those palms, press them heart center. As always, thank yourself for showing up, because as a busy mom, it is not always easy. I hope you like that combination workout, something to sneak in whenever you have the time, and go have a great day. I'll see you soon.